This playthrough is rated T for teen. Time to find out if we're a person of lordly caliber. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with the finale of Ogre Battle 64. In the last episode, we got Castle Talpia captured, Richard ran away, and, well, off-screen he got killed, and Baldwin has run off to the final location in Mount Cariolith, where Danika, the Shrine of Danika is, and we'll deal with the fallout of everything like that. But before we do that, let's do one last exploration of the town and see what people have to say before we hit to the finale.
Like the tales of Mother Birth from the east, in westinius we have a story that says Danika is resting somewhere around here. My grandmother told me that the tall mountains in the east are Mother Birth, and the small mountains here are our daughter Danika. What do you think?
I think that's a whole lot of malarkey, kid.
If the queen of the netherworld is awakened, the world will be changed for all time. She will create a chaos gate to connect this world and hers. The demons will run rampant through our world. The weak will succumb to the darkness first. The ogre battle will begin. The flames of war will lick at our feet, and the plains will run red with blood. The air will be laden with the stench of the dead.
Alright, calm down there, pessimist. We got this covered.
Will this be your last battle? You're gonna beat up all the bad guys in Palatinus, right?
Good luck. Yeah, good luck to you too, kid. We're gonna need it.
Of all the gods, she cares for us the most. Mother Earth would come here and spend time among us. She bore a child with an ancient king. The child was called Danika.
Well, look how that's gonna be turning out. A knight from Lodis was here some time ago. I saw him with an old woman and a girl, and they were heading towards Mount Cariolith. Maybe he hid something in the mountains. That may be like the final battle. Did you think about that? The heroes of Palatinus. You will extinguish the evil and bring an end to the war. We will watch you go and show us your bravery. And I assume you're just gonna be sitting on the back clapping, cheering us on. Okay, I see it. Alright, we've talked to everyone and we've been told that the final battle is upon us. So we'll do that, but before that, let's have one final birthday. Actually, and we can check the information from Hugo. There's only some slight differences. After losing to the Revolutionary Army, he decides to use it. What? But his brother Baldwin killed him. What is he talking about? Oh, ultimate power. Gotcha. He used Palatinus to acquire the ultimate power. They're talking about Richard after he died. Let's see. Baldwin. He is so desperate that he's willing to kill his own brother to acquire the ultimate power. I think that's the same. Not much difference between everyone else. Let's see. I think I already went over Humul's. Yeah. Zeta kidnapped her to revive the queen of the netherworld. Her part in this is a mystery. Zeta, she planned to use Humul to revive Danika, but since Mari killed him, she kidnapped her as a last result. Danika, yeah, I think we were over that. And the knights are destroyed. We killed them off, so. Okay. Wait, let's have one final birthday for our character, because I think we have one more. I'll show off the birthdays in like a bonus episode or something like that, since it required me just running around for a long time just to do it, and that'd be kind of boring. So I'll just make a bonus episode where I do some of the extra content. Let's see. No unique characters for this one that we haven't met before. I mean, so actually, I think had Destin been in one of the parties before? I think he said, well, it's nice to have a birthday every once in a while or something like that. Let's see what item we get, though. That's really the big thing. And we get a Goblet of Destiny. Better than a sharp stick in the eye, I guess. Alright, that's our final birthday, so 24 is the highest we've gotten on this one. We could get to 99, but I'm not going to do that. Also, off-screen, I decided to just reduce all my active team members, because really I only need one really strong group for the finale. But might as well grab a couple of dudes for some of the final fights and prepare for the bosses here. So this is what I'm going to use, but you could use whoever you want to. You could use the full 10. It's just, I'm not going to need it. But when someone asks if you're a god, do you say yes? Well, let's find out in Scene 41, The Sleeping Goddess. the final episode if you're on the high chaos frame path. Or anything that's not the low chaos frame path, or anything that doesn't, the runes of Cariolith. Or if you could technically on the low chaos frame path, but still not get the bonus fight. You have to do some very specific stuff. I'll go over that if I ever do the bonus episode for that.
Yes, I can feel it's getting stronger. The same aura as our own, the power of our goddess. Bodwin, you must be feeling it as well. The awakening is near.
Can this woman really resurrect Danika? ...
Weren't you hurt because of this woman? ... No need to worry, her mind is gone. The despair of losing her love has pushed her over the edge. That made my job easy. Now she's merely my puppet.
The Blue Knights are approaching! They'll reach our army in no time!
Shit, damn that kid! You wish to be awakened, Lady Danika? Please be patient, I'll be right there. Hurry, summon our goddess with this sacred sword. What's wrong, Mari? You can't do it. That's impossible. Even if you don't know, your blood should. The power you inherited from him.
Don't play the pronoun game. We're at the end of the game. Just tell us who it is.
The knowledge which encompasses both good and evil should tell you. The arcane words need to communicate with the gods.
I don't know.
What?
Nani?
Have you have control over your mind?
And even if I knew, I wouldn't do such a thing. That's it. Your time is over.
I'll tell you everything. Listen to me, Mari. This isn't for us, it's for your father.
Who's her father? Palpatine or something like that?
Ugh.
Man, that'd be the worst twist ever, wouldn't it? Huh. No, anyway. What are you saying? I have no father. Well, I mean, you do. You just maybe want to abandon you or whatever. Because you know how if mommies and daddies love each other very... anyway.
The reason why you were born, your feelings towards Hummel, and the fact that you're here with me right now. All these were according to your father's plan. This is the fate prepared for you by your father, who is the sage of Tetagenia.
So, they never straight up say it, but it's Rashidi from Ogre Battle 1. He's the before the final boss. Like when you fight the ogre, he's the pre-boss before him. But yeah, apparently he set this all up to try and get the ogre battle started at some point. It's just he probably didn't prepare that he was going to get killed by Destin in the first game. But yeah,
the fate given to you for you to follow. You understand now, don't you? Mari, you cannot escape your fate.
My feelings for Hummel, even that was planned? You'd be surprised how easy it is to manipulate people's feelings for each other.
Yes, Mari. Hummel's destiny, his love for you, everything was planned beforehand. Don't go against your fate.
I won't. Was that Zeta's fate to get stabbed in the stomach by Mari?
This can't be.
This is what happens when you give a sharp implement to someone. Hummel, my lord. Please forgive me, Hummel. I'm sorry. Oh no, that ain't good. Anyway, this scene changes slightly if you don't have Destin in your party, but not by much. Magnus, are you alright? Is your heart not absorbed by hatred and sorrow? Are you able to control your anger? What's with these weird questions, dude? I'm okay, Destin. This will probably be our last battle. Don't lose to yourself. How do you know that? Anyway, did you read the script? I think you did. Let's get started. We will start this campaign in Mersani in the southwest. We will march to the ruins of Cariolith 2 days to the northeast. We must capture Cariolith and prevent Danika's resurrection. This battle will determine the future of this land, and all we can do is fight the best we can. Alright, let's do it. Final battle time. Whoops, no. We don't need that. Yeah, it's really not complicated. For the final boss fight, it's really not that complicated. It's just do what you normally do. Will this really be our last battle? If we prevent the resurrection of Danika, Lodis' schemes, will our battle end here? Or there? Magnus. I've been thinking lately, if I'm actually the one who's escalating this war, if I involved Yumel, this kingdom in this war, Destin, the path that I've walked upon, the actions I took, was I right? I believe this dialogue is also different if you're on a low chaos frame path. I don't remember it's been forever since I've done a low chaos frame build of this game, but I remember its slight dialogue changes in certain sections of the game where the character says it a little bit differently because of his mentality of things. Man does not live on his own. Everything in this world, living or not, affects each other. It's not that the world is changed only by you. You're just one of many factors that determines the course of the future. Magnus, don't look back. If you were wrong, just make sure you don't make the same mistake again. The past cannot be changed, but the future holds infinite possibilities, right? Well, you should know. He's a hero from the previous game. Let's go. We'll end this for a new beginning. Once again, Destin's a part of a group that'll end a rebellion and start up a new country, just to, stick it to Lodis. Pretty much. Alright, yeah, we've been here before. We need to capture Cariolith, and we need to deal with all the enemies on their way here, so. Now, I'll have Magnus fight most of the fights just to get his levels up as far as I can. Yeah, I could have grinded I had plenty of money to grind up levels for, Alright, let's have you go over to Mersani, or Dolbo here. This is, Chaotic at 28. Yeah, we'll just summon everyone. Sheen's probably going to be doing most of the capturing here because he's the one that actually... Alright, let's have Magnus just kind of... Well, mainly to move on the road. I don't want him to actually capture towns because this town that we're going to first, Natashkan, is neutral at 48. So Sheen will be, going through most of these himself, so... But I'll have him follow behind. Whoops, nope, I don't want to move you. I'll have him follow behind everyone else. I keep forgetting the Lich is called April sometimes. I don't know why. Yeah, I put Destin in the group because he's probably the strongest double-bladed character, the two-handed characters. Although the Dragoon was pretty close. He was only a couple of points behind in terms of pure damage, which is interesting. And obviously, Magnus ends up being the strongest single sword user. And weirdly enough, I put Ankaseth because Ankaseth is not that far behind in terms of being as strong as his son, interestingly enough. If he was probably the same levels, it probably would have ended up being the same. Anyway, let's go over the Satyrus here. This is Fink. He is Satyrus group number 1. He can drop the Berserk Claw and has 4 Healies in his inventory. And then we got Linus here. He is a Daemon. He is Daemon group number 1. He could drop the Bow of the Tundra. And yeah, really not much to this. Oh yeah, well, we'll fight him first. You can actually still run into random encounters here, interestingly enough. You can run into Ozzy Dahakas here at level 34. Everyone's 34, by the way. Oh, I forgot to turn off the battle animations. Man, look at all that damage we're doing. Everything's level 34. Ozzy Dahakas in the forest, Cockatrices in the barrens, and Pinnacuses in the highlands, Gorgons in the forests, and Sphinxes in the highlands. There is treasure here, but the treasure's only here if, yeah, our alignment's gonna drop, but I don't care at this point. Alignment doesn't affect the chaos frame for the ending. You could be low alignment Magnus, and you could still get the best ending of the game. So I don't mind my alignment shifts. What was I gonna? Oh yeah, I already got the items here from the last time I was here. If you didn't get all the items here, you could get a Arc Wand, Book of Wind, Dragon Shield, Fur Coat, Plate Armor, Revive Stone, and Silver Hourglass. But I already did that, so I don't have to worry about that. Also, we got Satiros coming from up here now. This Satiros is group number 2, I believe. Yeah, they can drop the Vestment of Earth. They have 6 Healies in their inventory. And there's another Satiros group here. This is Satiros group number 3, I believe. Yeah, they can drop the Vestment of Water and have 2 Healies in their inventory. Oh, well, alright. I was about to say, you're going to run into them. You don't have to capture the town. You just have to run into them. I'm getting those last little bits of experience. If I really wanted to make this easy, I would have just, done training and just, kill them all off that way, so. Oh yeah, I decided to equip a couple of Altar of Resurrections in my item inventory just in case. Like if Saradin gets killed or something like that. Oh yeah, I gave the Ogre Blade to Destin. I gave Richard's, now we got the Bow of Thunder there. I gave Richard's Blade that we won in the last episode to, Magnus, because it's actually one of the better swords in the game. Yeah, like I said, I'm giving mainly, Magnus all the finishers, so. Yeah, I decided to buy another Annihilation book and give it to the wizard there, or Archmage. So I ended up having enough money to buy another book of Annihilation. You can actually buy multiple book of Annihilations. You just have to have 60,000 Goth by the time you get to that point. So I said I might not even use half these other characters just because I'll probably have Magnus finish everyone off for experience purposes. You can use whoever went. Like I said, really for level-wise, you probably want to be at least 35th level for the finale. The final boss is 38, I believe. So if you want to be on, like, exact even ground, then you could do 38. But anything over that's a little overkill. It's because Saradin's such a low alignment, that's why all our alignments are shifting. Alright, got a Vestment of Water there. Yeah, I put a couple of altars just in case if someone dies. Really, the only time they're going to die is probably at the final boss because of how much damage they can do. Let me see. What? 37? So yeah, I'm pretty much on grounds too, basically at the same levels as the final boss. Alright, liberated Notishkin, or whatever, so let me... Oh, hey, I remember now. These were called the Ruins of Danika. I heard she was entombed here. You know, that could have been brought to my attention yesterday! Yeah, this is the same guy who said he forgot what the runes are called. He just now remembers at the end of the game, so that's kind of funny. Alright, we got a Dragon Master here. She is, I think, the only Dragon Master we run across. She can drop a Pau Hammer. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. No extra items. Now we got Archmage here. I don't know if it's Arch or Archmage. I always say Arch. Anyway, he can drop the Teleno Claw. This guy will cause a challenge just because of the Sphinx. Then we got Melinda here, which is a Diana. She can drop an Elder Sign, and she has 4 Healies in her inventory. Let's see, I believe this town is neutral, if I recall. Yeah, neutral. And then I need, let's have you guys go up that way. And, you know, we can have them fight the guy here. So, let's see. Let's have Leg over there. We'll have Debonair go to the town, because I believe this one is lawful. So let's have Debonair head towards that way. Maybe I should have made another neutral unit for this one. Because, yeah, there's Tadana there. That's neutral element. Then we got Belair here, which is lawful alignment. And I believe this one's neutral, too. Yeah, Sandville. Interesting. Anyway. I probably don't even need to be having Magnus fight everything, because like I said, it'll mess up with his alignments a bit, but... The power Sarada. Sarada's my best magic user. Like, he almost does, like, over... His percentages are super high when it comes to damage. Oh, and I put Aisha in the group because she's the best healer in the game. At least her stats give her crazy healing. So that's why I put her in the group, so. Alright, we got the Elder sign for that. I'm trying to think about what I have. Man, just keep going after the rest of these guys, because there's a couple more units here. But I think I could probably just have him head towards the group, and just whoever he fights along the way, you know what I mean? Let's see if we can kill the no, if we can't kill the Haka on the first turn. I was hoping that maybe we'd finish him off or something like that. Get lucky. Nah. Oh well. Hope I don't lose too much alignment, because this town is a little bit on that weird edge that if you're neutral or too neutral or too chaotic, you might actually capture this town instead of well, what's our level now? I said I only need to be level 38 by the end of it, so I could probably just run towards the capital at this point, and then just fight who's ever on the way. Let's see if we got capture or liberate from you. All right, liberate Dolbo. So I said I wasn't sure if my alignment was super low or not, because the Lich wasn't actually at max chaos frame, weirdly enough. He gained some alignment a couple of times by accident. The revival of the Queen of the Netherworld? Their purpose is clear. Ogre Battle. Are they seeking revenge for what happened so long ago? I don't know. It's the theme of the series, man. Every episode's got to have the Ogre Battle, you know. They only don't say that in Tactics Ogre because it's not called Ogre Battle, you know. Alright, we'll leave you there. Let's see, Devanier's going towards you. And I think that Saros goes straight for the capital. I'll go over him in a second, same as the Witch. Bye-bye. Now, let's see how much damage that guy does us. Ow! Eesh. That hurts. But we're just as bad. Yeah, probably on levels I'm actually pretty good now. Alright, we get the Teleno Claw. Alright, there's the Witch. She can drop a Conflagrant Bow on our group. That one could be kind of annoying because of the pumpkins. Mainly because of the pumpkins, but also because of they actually got some melee fighters, so there's a chance they might accidentally kill a character. We'll see what happens though. We got a Curtis. This group is Satiros group number, let's see, number 5. They can drop a Holy Comet Whip, and they can have 5 heal leaves and 2 power fruits in their inventory. This guy, called Bad Guy, how apropos. This guy can drop the Lance of Lodis, and that's all he's got on him. Now, I have to have Magnus. Well, yeah, we'll have him rest. Now, there's a Black Knight there that from the other town. Yeah, most of the enemies are on their towns, and they'll get when you get closer to town, you'll at least did an okay amount of damage. Oh, yeah, might as well use a Pedra. Because let's just say Pedras will not be useful here in the future. Incredible. Oh, you got it. Nice. There's the Black Knight. This guy is... can drop the Darbrun hammer. Now wait for Sheen to get there. Well, I might as well have you guys move towards it because you're almost there, so. Yeah, I might as well have them. Like I said, since you're almost there anyway, so. Alright, there's a couple of Knight Templars over here. See, this is Knight Templar group number 1, I believe. No, this is number 2. He can drop a Doll of Curse, has 4 Healies and 2 Power Fruits in his inventory. Alright, liberated Mingan. We'll have you rest there for a second before we go off to another town.
You gotta hear this story. I saw an old lady wearing some weird robes leading a little girl in the direction of the ruins. Some guy tried to stop them, was turned to stone. There must be something.
Wait, is Zeta who I think she is? Or what she is? Yeah, we'll find out in a moment. But for now, we'll just have to leave it as a question to ponder. Remember, my name is Cas Devenair. Case? Or Quas? Anyway. Ouch. Lovely. Yeah. Whoa, that was close. Oh, that killed her. Nuts. I didn't realize they would do that much damage. Well, interesting. Well, bad call. I'll have to, luckily there's a town not too far up ahead. Not where we're at, but that I could just revive them. I have enough money, so. I should have healed them. I have plenty of money. Or I have plenty of healing items, you know what I mean? Oh, well, whatever. It's not a big deal. Like I said, we're at the end of the game. What was it? It was this town that had the... Yeah. Yeah, I'll just have Debonair go this way after a bit. Alright, Escaraba has been liberated. Yeah, he took so much damage because they had low stamina. Oh, well. Yeah. What will happen to Palatinus if she's revived? Why would they do it? Please stop it. We'll pray for Mojo because we're going to try to do our best. Yeah, I could have easily prevented it, but I was just being... Yeah, you know, final battles doesn't mean I can't make mistakes in the final go of it, you know? Oh, there's the other Knight Templar. These guys, group number 1, they can drop a Celestial Hammer. They have 4 Healies, 2 Power Fruits, and a Revive Stone in their inventory. Wow, we're pretty good at guarding, it seems like. Nice getting some last little levels. I think it's appropriate that Destin and Magnus work together. And Ankaseth being the previous generation, you know. I think it's appropriate. But, yeah, I'm in the stronghold. Oh, I guess he's technically there, so. Let's have Sheen. Well, we'll give him a second. Because I need to have him go down to this town. And revive that. You know, let's try to finish this guy off, I guess. Alright, where are you going? It looks like you might be going to the capital, maybe. Kind of looks like it. Because they're crossing the bridge there, so. There you go. Probably not my best build, but I'll take it. Like I said, it's the finale, and it's not overall a hard fight to do. So, yeah, are they going over the bridge or are they going towards me? Looks like they're going towards me. So, all right, now we've healed. So, hey, I guess I can have Sheen go down this way now. I mean, I've got those angel fruits in my inventory. I could technically just, you know, use those, so. I might use those on Sheen to go back to the other town, maybe. That way he's, you know, gets there fast. I mean, I don't have to liberate these towns. We're at the end of the game. I mean, if you get the bonus scenario, then you can actually check into this town right before, like, right after it, but that's only if you get the bonus scenario. If you don't, then this is it. So there's really no reason to liberate the final bits of towns, but I'm going to just because why not? Alright, got the Doll of Curse. How bad your alignment dropped since then? Yeah, you're still at lawful, so hasn't really... I mean, we've been taking hits because of Ceradan, but that's it, so... Oh, the final boss has a dialogue with Destin and Magnus, for those who are curious. But you have to fight him, and then either leave or not finish him off in the first turn. And then go encounter him again. If I don't get it, like if I finish him off in the first turn, for example, I'll just splice in. I've already gotten the dialogue already ready to go. For those who are curious of how I do it, I just basically I just play the battle before I record and just record the fight and then cut out the other stuff and only leave in the dialogue. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, I assume people knew that that's what I did, but I was like, you know what, I'll let people know just in case. Anyway, let's go to this town now. And then we'll have Sheen get the other town. Like I said, I almost thought maybe I should have made a second. Actually, Sakura. I mean, she might be neutral enough. I could ever try. She's high a lot neutral. That's the only problem. Sheen's pretty neutral, so I'd rather stick with him just to be sure of things. Yeah, I'll wait for you to attack it. Yeah, this fight doesn't have as many enemies. Well, okay, that's not true, but there will be some enemies later on. Yeah, you're coming, but we've already taken care of you, so. Yeah, I could have Sakura do this. Really, this whole... If you're not caring about liberating, you only really need 2 people. One to protect the base, and Valera's been liberated. And you only need 1 person to go after the boss. And hopefully have enough items for it.
Hold on a minute. Is Danika really bad? Wasn't she Mother Buth's daughter? There must be something behind all this.
There is, sort of. It's not too complicated, really. Not like some other franchises, but still. All right, Darner, put in your last bit of work for the guy we've had since the very beginning of the game. The guy made sure to yeah. You guys aren't gonna give me a challenge. Yeah, I try to use all the named characters in a party, even though I didn't use those parties for the finale. Man, too bad you can't make a princess the lead of the Magnus group. Magnus has to be the leader of that group, by the way. Oh, he got the spear at least. But yeah, you can't put the princess in and then switch her out for Magnus as the leader. Can't be done. All right, liberate Tanana.
Danika, the queen of the netherworld? The offspring of Mother Birth? How could that be?
Bear's driving car. How could that be? No, it's yeah, that's just how it is. So, all right, let's capture the town and obviously resurrect. Although it doesn't matter. Well, I guess it kind of does because they're all named characters, but in a sense, just for the slight difference in the ending. Although it won't change it that much, really. Some characters only get like minor dialogue for the ending, so that's kind of sad. Like I said, I don't know if I said it in this episode or previous episode, but I kind of wish more characters had more dialogue after they join your team, but it's very rare. The only time they get extra dialogue is really if they have unique dialogue with certain bosses, which on this run, I didn't even get to show you the unique dialogue that, like Aznable has some unique dialogue with the king. Oops, I forgot to give him his use angel fruit on him. Aznable, for example, has unique dialogue with the king, but you have to do a very specific set of you have to not forgive the Western army. I believe I'll have to look it up again. There's actually it might be based off Chaos Frame. Before, people didn't know how to get the fight with the king during the Yumel fight. Like you fight the king and then you fight Yumel. I believe it's Chaos Frame based. I'll have to look it up again. I don't have it immediately in my notes here, but all right, liberated Japansville. It's Gyps Sandville. There we go. Okay. Anyway, we'll have a Debonair check the dialogue because I need to res up a couple of my characters because I wasn't paying attention. Are you actually? Let's have you rest. Make sure you're full statted for the final fight. All right, Debonair. Yeah, let's see the witch one more time, shall we? Why not? Hear the music. I like the music for this, so. Yeah, see, I had a lot more goth, by the way, because I sold some excess gear that I didn't actually need. But then I didn't actually use it for anything, because I didn't need to do training, really. I got enough levels in the game where it really didn't matter too much. But I like the fact that you could train if you really want to, and you could overpower the final boss if you're, you know, if you do things right, you should have plenty of money for the finale. Even if you don't buy the Annihilations, you should have quite a bit of cash. Alright, see you, Witch. See you in some other Ogre Battle. Well, not Ogre Battle, because it's the final Ogre Battle game, so they never made any more after this. In the Ogre Battle series specifically, so. I think they made games based on Ogre Battle. They never actually called it Ogre Battle after this.
Hey, why is everyone gathering here? Huh? The Queen of the Netherworld's entombed here?
Guy, you gotta read the news, buddy, or something like that, because everyone else knows but you. Hey, why are you still here then, dude? Okay, wait. Let's wait for ourselves to rest up. Yeah, I'll just wait for the game to tell me I'm good to go, so. Alright, let's go fight Baldwin here. Baldwin is a, like before, he's a temple commander. He's got a couple of daemon and an ogre on him, so they can do quite a bit of magic damage because they're both all in the back. So that's pretty much the biggest challenge with Baldwin is his magic ability. Alright, Baldwin, we're going to fight you for the first time for the last time. Zenobia warrior, it's not your time yet. Or are you here to sacrifice your life for these fools? You can't stand unless you look down on others. My kingdom or my army, those things don't matter anymore. The reason why I'm here to fight you, nothing more. To bring peace to this world, I will defeat you. Peace, you say? You think you can do that? Even saints are unable to make that happen. You still want to hold such exorbitant ideals? The history of the world has been a history of war. I didn't think you were so foolish you couldn't distinguish between ideals and reality. I don't think I'm capable of doing it, but that doesn't mean it can never be achieved. All we need is a moment of peace, a moment where we can see the absurdity of fighting amongst ourselves. And what awaits you then? Depravity? Decadence? I'll show you the truth. If it wasn't for you, this would never have happened. Stop this! We don't want any more hatred, any more sorrow! We've had enough! What am I to stop without accomplishing anything? The seal placed on this land will be broken. Danika will awaken in a short while. There's no turning back. I made deals with the denizens of the Netherworld. I killed my own brother. I have nowhere to return to. I want the ultimate power! Even if I'm called a heretic, that's fine as long as I can possess the ultimate power. With it, I'll regain the former glory of the Palatinus order for my father and the Moose. You made this kingdom, and you will suffer for that? I don't listen to weaklings. Convince me with your strength. Damn Blue Knights! Why do you keep interfering with my plan? Your scheme ends here. Danika will not be resurrected. Don't get me wrong, there's no need to worry about Danika. I broke the seal solely to be blessed by her so that I gain the ultimate power. And then, I will kill a god. I'll kill Danika. You even intend to use the Queen of the Netherworld? Kill the goddess Danika? Do you truly believe such a thing can be done? Don't forget, Danika is only a demigoddess. I doubt that she is immortal. I'll become a legend and be remembered as a god. Man can never be a god. The ultimate power isn't meant for humans. It'll only create chaos. You don't get it, do you? I will use my power to eliminate chaos. When confronted with the impossible, people can accept the existence of a god. I'll gain the ultimate power, exceeding my human capacity, and that of the darkness. I'll become a god. I'll believe that since ancient times, heroes and gods were born like this. Rejoice! A new hero is born for the ashes of your dead! where you're going to join the ashes of the dead for final battle time against Baldwin himself. Doing well so far. Now, will you I was hoping Aisha would be a little bit slower here, so I'd heal after they hit me with their dark magic. Well, at least we'll kill the daemons, so that should do enough damage to the demons anyway. Yep, bye-bye. No strong magic on me. Well, he does have strong magic, but it's not as bad, so I might use my Pedro, maybe. Ho ho ho! Go Agaseth. Man, he crit the crap out of him. Ugh. Ultimate power is mine. Wait a minute. You're the final boss. You shouldn't be teleporting away. Does that mean sequel? Shit. Damn it all. I'm almost there. The ultimate power awaits me. What? Yeah, Zeta was a Gorgon, so she was actually a netherworlder. That's why she wanted Danika to be revived. Yeah, it all makes sense now.
The time has come for Lady Danika. Awake, finally this world, our goddess.
Ugh. I believe there's a clue to this if you choose to have Paul join your team. And there's a fight against the Gorgon, and Paul could talk to the Gorgon and get some unique dialogue from her, but who are you? Huh? Oh yeah, who are you anyway? Let me guess though. Woman, you won't have it! The ultimate power is mine! There goes Mari, she's dead. Poor Mari. She's just a cog in the machine that is war, huh? My goddess Danika, I'm the one who awakened you. Bless me! Grant me the ultimate power! No, stop! Well, I guess he didn't say he was a god, he just wanted the ultimate power, so. When someone asks if you're a god, you say yes! Yumel? No, you're not Yumel. Who are you? I am Danika, daughter of a human king and the goddess of the earth. I was once known as the goddess of fertility a long time ago. Danika, queen of the netherworld. You too call me by that name. I know you, though not well. Within me lies another who knows you. The color of your hair and your eyes. Are you Yumel? It all started with a mistake. After being enticed by Demundesda, king of the netherworld, into eating the fruit of the netherworld, my mother put me in a deep sleep. So I would not succumb to the infernal aura. My soul was separated from my body, and I went into a deep slumber. I was never to awaken unless I was summoned, as long as people did not want me to return as a god. A man who yearned for my power, his heart awoke me. I want power. He yearned for power to protect his beloved. I gave him my blessing, my power, and demand reparation. To offer me a vessel so that I can fully awaken. I assume they're talking about the progenitor. A vessel? As I made contact with his feelings, I felt my own loneliness. My heart was filled with sorrow. I could not bear to be alone. My desire to reawaken being strong, I demanded a vessel to hold my soul. I don't know what happened to him after the covenant was made, except the person you hold close to your heart was the vessel, the child of the covenant. Yeah, the progenitor made the deal, and Yumel became the source of the deal, or the end of the deal. The sword, the token of the covenant, accepted his blood, and my knights obeyed his commands. When his heart came down to me, I felt him. I felt his deep sorrow. I did not want to wake up. I was filled with unbearable sadness. He has been suffering by himself. Damn it, why? This is it? No, I won't accept this. Won't forgive. Damn him. I will. The world. Ah. Oh no, this ain't good. My goddess, grant me power. Have mercy. Be one with the gods. Ah, the ultimate power. Our world, this land. What have I done? No, you mustn't be awakened. I won't accept. Fools, all is plan. I wanted to stay like the day the covenant. I wondered why. Brother, my brother. Why I accepted the afraid I was on with guilt, thirst, court madness. No! Do consume by the fertile or talk about feed me, Seymour. All living beings worship me. We didn't make it in time. Damn it. Time to weed this goddess for final boss time against Danika herself. So Danika is pretty powerful. Her middle part, which is Danika herself, can use Lava Shot twice. And her plant parts can use Rotten Breath and Acid Breath twice, so she gets 6 attacks. It's like she has a full, well, almost a full party of characters, so. Alright, so we had to survive the first round against her. We'll see what happens, though. Aisha may die. We'll see what happens, though. Same with Saradin. Because he's gonna probably hit him multiple times. Oh, by the way, she's immune to Petra's, by the way. You cannot hit her with Petra. Maybe I should put them next to each other so that way I could I might run away if Saradin gets killed. We'll see what happens though. Oh, I'm about to die, so retreat. Almost got smacked. Yeah, she can do a lot of damage depending on who she's focused on, so. It is possible to beat her in the first go. It really is. I almost did it during playtesting, so. Okay, so what happens is now Danika is still in the castle here, and I believe she heals, but very slowly. So you're not super hosed against her. But what happens is these two pods appear. It'll pop up multiple different enemies. Realistically, you just want to go straight for the boss. There's really no reason to go for anyone else. I put the Altar of Resurrection just in case someone died during the final boss. I might do that again. Who needs more healing? You're pretty... Okay. I'll probably use that on... Yeah, Magnus almost died, so... Alright. Yeah, just charge after her. All the enemies will probably go after, yeah, Magnus there, so... Yeah, there's like, Gorgons there. Actually... I could have Sheen go to that town over there, because they will go after the towns, so... Because they'll basically keep spraying... They'll basically keep spawning from those points until you beat Danika there, so... Let's see. Yeah, she's healing pretty slowly, so that's why I want to chase her down as fast as I can. I should be able to get to it before the town gets captured, so... I forgot to actually set someone there. My bad. Oh well. I was about to say, I probably was going to beat Danika in this turn anyway, so... Alright, one more shot, Danika. Like I said, I thought about trying to get her beaten on the first turn, but I was like, eh, I didn't... Well, if Magnus dies, that's it. There's nothing you can do. You die, so... Now, it just depends on if he gets hit with all the magic attacks. Okay, this should be it. Yeah, and we'll use Tempest and finish him off because she's not immune to magic. It's just Pedra's don't work on her. So, all right, take this. Sorry, Danika, but we gotta save the world. Goodbye. And that's it. That's how you beat a god. Yeah, no fireworks for this one, or happy music, because it's not really that happy when you think about it. Let's watch the end, Ogre Battle 64. Son of man, I thank you for stopping me. I think it's because multiple different people were fighting her, like because she's susceptible to, for whatever reason, she's susceptible to whoever summoned her. So Baldwin was talking to her, Magnus was talking to her, Yumel was talking to her, Mari was talking to her, like through their visions. That's why she went insane and just blew up and attacked us. So, and there was also the netherworlders affecting her too. So, please wait. Tell me one thing: were you truly Queen of the Netherworld? Both good and evil reside within my heart, and as both god and human, I continue to sway between the two sides. Oh yeah, the whole eating the Netherworld also affected her too, so. I became the Queen of the Netherworld when my heart is filled with hatred, and peace of mind makes me the god of fertility. Which side I take depends on the consciousness that emanates from this world. Oh yeah, I forgot they straight up explained like why she went that. Do you realize I am just like you? Yeah, the whole high chaos frame and low chaos frame. Yeah. Way of the darkness. Both you and the denizens of the Netherworld share the same origin. Humans live on fertile lands, while the ogres live in the wastelands, controlled by hatred. That is the only difference. You are even more unstable than I. You are human and ogre at the same time. That is why it's possible for the Ogre Battle to occur without the influence of the Netherworld. As humans fight amongst themselves and hate each other. Thanks for telling us that humanity basically sucks. Son of man, it is not by accident that Yumel was selected as my vessel. This was all planned by someone with formidable power. Be careful. He, the creator of chaos, is born of this land. The Ogre Battle cannot be avoided. And unfortunately, we'll never get the game where that occurs. Oh well. Be careful, son of man. Yeah, this game didn't do well enough, and the Tactics Ogre spin-offs didn't do well enough to, and the studio made this closed down. It's kind of sad, really. Oh, well, you can always just imagine what it would have been. You know, hopefully she finds peace wherever she is. I like that it's basically Stonehenge. Farewell, Magnus. Yumel. This battle is over. Yeah, if you don't have the Zenobians, the scene plays out quite a bit differently, and the game doesn't end. Magnus, I came to talk to you. You're thinking about Yumel, aren't you? It's going, by the way, automatically, so. Not to say you should forget him. I think that's impossible. He's not here anymore. You are, though. I know you understand. The peace you've won, his dream is here now. Those who followed you and fought with you are here. I enjoyed your company. Thanks for everything. We're heading back for Zenobia to inform our king of what happened. I'm sorry to say, but I believe war with Lodis is inevitable. I don't know what our king will say, but I promise you that we'll return. What will you do now? Do you want to come with us? I'll stay in Palatinus. This kingdom is in pain. Many were lost and the land has been trampled by war. I'm going to put my energy into rebuilding this kingdom. I don't know what I can do, but I'll do the best I can. The ending changes slightly depending on what your chaos frame level is. It's not major, but it does change slightly. To make this place where people can live peacefully and exercise their beliefs. Sheridan has said this to me often. Man has the responsibility to make the most of his talents and abilities. Believe in yourself, Magnus. There's nothing you can't do. I look forward to seeing the new Palatinus. Your kingdom. Our kingdom? We're not the king, are we? Destin, can you tell me about fate? Well, that's a loaded question. Do we have no control over it? Did Yumel have to follow his fate that was predestined for him? Well, there's no alternate path in that game. That has to happen, so I guess not. Don't be mistaken, Magnus. He didn't submit to his fate. He accepted his fate, and what's more, he lived for all he was worth. To some, their fates are decided at birth, but the outcome isn't important. What's important is how each person lives his life. You must remember his courage, his determination to fight against his fate. And there goes Destin. A half of a year after the Revolutionary War, Frederick Raskin, leader of the revolution, succeeded the throne and sustained the kingdom of Palatinus. Yeah, you can see Incaset there, as well as Magnus and Frederick. King Frederick governed the kingdom not for himself, but for the people. Because he never sat on the throne, and his policies reflected the will of the people, he later became known as King Frederick the Benevolent. A few years later, in the great battle that shook the entire continent, King Frederick met with an untimely death. Upon his death, the rule of Palatinus was given to a man who was the late king's right-hand man. Gunther Piedmont. Hurry up, Troy!
Hurry up, Troy, get moving.
Don't be so hasty, Father. Jeez.
Sorry, Katrina, I gotta go now.
Take care, Troy.
Unless I try and Katrina get together. Winea, capital of Palatinus. I'm sorry for calling you back to battle. I'm sorry for calling you back to battle.
Come on, don't think so badly about it. We're all concerned about it. Besides, if I can be of help, I can't just sit and watch, right, Morelia?
When did they become pals?
Yeah, Hugo, you worry too much. Don't you think it's about time you retired and let us take care of things? Huh, Lydell?
Obviously, this ending is slightly different depending on who's in your party. Since when did you people get to tell me what to do? I didn't even notice until now.
You think so? Maybe we got a lot in common. I don't know. I never thought of it that way.
I guess they're just two peas in a pod. The Azure Plains. What should I do? Hey, Sheen.
What should I do? Let me think. Should I get out of here? I wonder what everyone's doing. I bet they're all hyped up and ready to go. Ah, exclamation point. What a moment. They're excluding me. They gotta be. Aw, man, there goes my temper. That's it. This time, I'm totally serious. I'll show them who's the man. Here I come.
I don't think Sheen has any interactions with other characters outside of himself because of how different he is. Outskirts of the Holy Lodis Empire. He is coming. We'll continue north from here, Vaude. I entrust this with you with the south.
Leave it to me.
I guess his group got emancipated finally. Destiny's coming with his comrades. Who's coming? Winea, capital of Palatinus. And there's Dio and Leia, and Magnus is now king. King Frederick's death will be deeply mourned. We must not let our hearts be filled with hatred. You must not forget. Your true adversary lies within yourself. It's your weakness of heart, your negative emotions. Remember your parents who loved you. Remember those whom you love. Don't ever lose sight of your humanity, your kindness. Everybody, let's go! We will win our future! Magnus Gallant, the Palladian King. Yeah, if you have 67 to 100 Chaos Force for his valor in defending the continents of Zentagonia and Galicia from invasion of the eastern barbarian tribes, and for practicing the Republican policies of his predecessor, he will be remembered as a great king in both strength and wisdom. If you have a 67 to 100 chaos frame, this is the ending you get. Is the best ending where he becomes king. His legacy will be carried on by his son, Prince Aeneas Gallant. If you have 34 to 66 chaos frame, you just become a great hero, but you don't become king. And if you have less than 33 chaos frame, you get basically get kicked out of Winea. You get turned from Winea because you're not allowed, because everyone just like hates you because of your mentality on things. So, kind of the sad ending. But anyway, let's watch the credits roll of Ogre Battle 64. Oh, what a great game overall. God, I don't know what to say about this game. This like I like the first game a lot, but this game took like everything to the next level, improved the storyline, fixed up a few of the issues from the previous game in terms of character design, plots, balancing and stuff like that. Obviously, they got rid of the Joker cards, which kind of sucks. But the Petras are kind of just powerful enough without breaking the game. Because in the previous game, if you had the right type of Jokers, you could basically just steamroll through like most of the game if you knew how to get the cards and everything like that. So really a bit of a balancing issue, but they did a pretty good job on it. In terms of the endings, if you have the Meridia ending with Hugo is different slightly. If you have Bisk in your party, they actually have a Lydell and Bisk actually end up getting together in that path, which is kind of funny. Sheen, if you have Karth or Paul, there's a slight difference in the dialogue too, which is interesting, but you have to be on the low cast frame for that. So, and then Paul has a unique ending for him, and then let's see. I think the Destined one's the same no matter what. But yeah, overall this game is great. Like I said, it's got plenty of screen time onto it. You get a lot of worth onto it. I think when I bought this game, this is like one of the most expensive games I ever bought because the N64 cartridges are super expensive at the time. I think I ended up paying like $80 or $90 for this game. Yeah, back in the day, that was a lot. Like N64 games were expensive, especially this game. And I still have my physical copy. I just have to find it. I've got it in storage. But anyway, yeah, the story of Magnus just trying to decide if he's, how he wants to deal with war, helping his friend becoming a hero or a villain, depending on how your story went. I like all the variations on it. I like the fact that you can basically play this game twice and get almost a completely different... I mean, yeah, the story plays the same, but a lot of beats change slightly if you're low cast frame or if you choose to, like, partner with the Western Army or not. you know, stuff like that. Like, you can end up having Ankaseth getting killed, or because you don't join the path or aren't on a high enough chaos frame, for example, or slightly different dialogue if you're a low chaos frame by getting either Bisk or Karth on your team instead. Or, like I said, if you have low chaos frame and don't have the Cenobians, we get one more final battle with them, because you're so evil or low chaos frame that they're willing to fight you one last time to try and take you down, because they don't trust, even though you saved the world, they still don't trust you to be a good leader or whatever, which is kind of interesting. Super Mario Club. But yeah, it's really sad that this game didn't do well enough to continue the Ogre Battle franchise, because like I said, this is the final in the series, and yeah, it's just sad playing the final in the series that they had so much potential, like more quests, more story, and the game that actually would have the final Ogre Battle occur. I wonder what that was going to be. I wonder if there's some like notes or references on the internet, like saying what the final thing was going to be like. But I hope you enjoyed my playthrough of Ogre Battle 64. I'll try to do at least 1 or 2 more bonus episodes for like the birthdays and stuff like that. I'll have to replay through the game one more time just to get the Chaos Frame endings for those who are interested in that. That'll probably be a while till I do that one then, because I want to take a break from this, even though I took a month break for the Halloween stuff. But yep, we maxed out our Chaos Frame at 100 points. If you did what I did, yeah, it took 2,121 days to finish the game. Obviously, you could do it faster if you're trying to go for points or whatever, or if you're trying to max out your years to try and unlock all the rewards for that. That'll be at least one bonus episode where I do all the birthdays, the major birthdays. I'm not going to do every single one. I'll do like, 30, 40, 50, just to show off what the item is when you get it and what the item does. But yeah, I like the fact that you could get different characters depending on if like how your chaos frame is, and there's enough secrets about this game that you can play through the game multiple times and not even realize most of that stuff. I like games that have all that. Now with the internet, obviously, we know all the secrets. Like, a lot of the stuff that I figured out was not me. There was people who'd been working on this game ever since it came out. If you dig through the dregs of the internet, you'll find people who've been were researching this game for years to figure out. Like, there was a guy who I don't remember his name off the top of my head. There was a guy who figured out all the he went through the game and with the coding and figured out all the versions of the chaos frame where it dropped depending on either because of bugs or the way that the story was foretold, that there was guaranteed chaos frame drops, or what decisions caused drops, or whatever, how they figured out how alignment went up. I'm trying to remember what I got the first time I played this game. I don't think it was super high. I think I still got the king ending, but it was like, because I had played the previous game, so I was kind of generally aware of like how alignment worked. It was a little bit slightly modified in this game to be a little bit easier to figure out, because the previous game is based off what classes were in the group, while in this game is based off of what your morality was. So there's still an alignment thing on it, but in the previous game I said it was based off class, not actual alignment. So this one was a little bit easier to figure out, but which the game kind of explains it through the in-game tutorial, while the previous game kind of barely skims over that. But yeah, there's like so much information on this game. I didn't even show everything in the game. Like I said, I didn't show the low chaos frame dialogue. I didn't show off like what happens if you get like if you get Bisk on your team, or Karth, for example. I showed at least getting Paul on the team, for example, and then obviously showing the endings where you have them on your team instead. Unfortunately, you can't get Paul or Karth. It's like one or the other because of their conflicting pathways or whatever, or not Karth and Paul. No, it might be Karth and Paul, because the way you have to go about doing it, I believe. And like I said, there's also slightly different dialogue if you're on a low cast frame pass with certain bosses, if you take certain characters there. So yeah, there's a lot to this game, and a lot of people consider it one of the top strategy games of all times in terms of real-time strategy that isn't like your Command and Conquer is like a classic console turn-based strategy game. And like I said, the sadness of it not doing well enough. I'm always keep thinking, what would the game have like if it continuing on? It's the same thing with Suikoden, if you've ever played that game, where you wondered where did they want to lead to, but because of either sales or people didn't believe the properties far enough or because they didn't do well enough, we never got to see the story. So I wonder if there's anything online that tells us what type of story they wanted to tell for the finale, because I assume they wanted to set up the game series to eventually have an ogre battle where you actually have to fight the wars of the ogre, and maybe some of the heroes from the previous games would work together to say, I don't know if that's what they're planning. That was always my headcanon of the whole thing. But yeah, I know a lot of people had been asking me to do this for a long time, and I finally did it. So I hope everyone who got a chance to to watch this, enjoy my playthrough of it. For those who didn't get a chance to play it themselves, yeah, unfortunately, there's only very few ways to actually legitimately play this game other than going through flea markets or playing on the Wii console. I don't think they've re-released it for the Switch, at least at the time of this recording. Unfortunately, the only reason I have is because I actually bought the physical copy a long time ago. For those of you who don't, there's other ways to do it, but I can't really officially say that. But you'll figure it out if you ever look it up online. But I know there's things I probably could have done better. I probably could have made fights more interesting or maybe changed up my party setups more often. But I kind of stuck with the same groups for basically the last half of the game because they were the most optimal to do it. Maybe used more monster features or undead groups, kind of like when I played Ogre Battle 1. I could play around a bit more in that one. But this game, there's a lot more min-maxing in this game because human characters are just, for the most part, better than monster characters. The only monster character that kind of almost supersedes them is the Sphinx. But you don't get that till like the very end of the game. So there is a way to possibly way to get it, I think, a little bit earlier, but for the most part, you have to like wait till the final end. The only thing I didn't show off was a vampire monster because I missed, because of the one drop, I didn't get the investment. There's also a certain path you could choose, and I believe Chapter 3 could also get you investment as well, but I didn't go on that path, so I missed out on that, so I did get to show off the vampire. It's not like it's that great of a class in this game anyway, overall. But trying to think, other than that, yeah, I enjoyed the story of the game. I'm always a fan of for political army games like this, Final Fantasy Tactics, Tactics Ogre. I just wish they made more games like this. I've heard Triangle Strategy is supposed to be pretty close in the vein of this game. And I will eventually, if people are wondering if I'll ever do Tactics Ogre, one day I'll do it, but not right now. I've done too many strategy games back to back. Like I'm also working on another strategy game like right now that's released at the same time. So I need to take a break from that and do something different for a little while. So maybe one day I'll go back to Tactics Ogre in this series. But overall, last thing I could say, top tier game, great music, great story, interesting characters, interesting mechanics. Just fun to play. Doesn't overstay its welcome in terms of the battles. They can be as short as last you want them to. And nothing too confusing. Obviously, some of the secret stuff takes a while to get used to, but that's what multiple playthroughs are for. So, all right. Well, the end of an era and on to something else. What'll I play next? Who knows? But for now, we're going to leave it off here. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next game.